Hello, welcome all. In this session I am going to explain you how to install the Java and how to run the sample programs. So to install the Java we have to go to Oracle website www.oracle.com. There if you find a products tab, under that we have a Java. Click on that Java. After clicking on the Java, it will go to this window. Here we have a button named Download Java. Click on that Download Java. Here, after clicking on that Download Java button, again we have a link JDK Downloads. Click on that JDK Downloads. It will goes to this page. Here we have a multiple options. Means here we have to choose according to the platform we are using. Suppose if you are using Mac, you have to download the Mac installer. Now in my machine I am using Windows, so I am going to this Windows installer and click on this .exe file for my Windows machine. After clicking on this link, so a pop-up window will come. Download this .exe file and click on this download button. Now after downloading, now we have to install the Java. Till now we have finished downloading the exe file. Now we have to install this Java into our machine. So now here click on the next button. So click on. Our Java will be installed in C program files Java JDK 14.0.1. This is the default folder. If you want to change the folder, you can change it, but don't change it. Keep as it is. So after clicking on the next, it will start installing into our machine. So finally we'll get this message: successfully installed. Now to check whether this Java was installed in our machine or not, so go to the installed folder, that is C program files and Java. Here we have a folder like JDK 14.0.1. This shows that this Java was installed properly into our machine. So now we have completed the downloading and we have completed the installing process. Now we have to check whether the Java was set properly or not. For this, what we have to do is go to the command prompt. Go to the command prompt and we have to type Java C. So I went to the command prompt and typed Java C. Here I got an error saying like Java C is not recognized as an internal or external command, operable program or batch file. This means we have installed the Java, but the command prompt, but our Windows was not able to recognize where this Java was installed in our machine. So for this, what we have to do is we have to tell the Windows, so in so and so folder my Java was installed. So have to tell this means using a path variable, environment variables. So go to the right click on your my computer and click on this advanced system settings, and after that click on this environment variables. So click on the new. Here you will have user variables and system variables, and click on this new button. So in the new button, one window will be open and pop-up will be come. So here the variable name, you have to write the variable name as a path and the variable value as where you install the Java. So I installed the Java in C program files Java JDK and bin. So when I type Java C is a command which we use it for compiling our Java programs. When I type a Java C, our Windows machine will search in this folder regarding that Java C, what it has to do and all the things. So and click on, write this variable value as C program files Java JDK and bin and click on the OK button. Next here OK. Now we have installed the Java, and now we have to check whether the path was correctly set or not. So for this again we have to go to the command prompt. So if you have already opened the command prompt, close that window, again reopen the command prompt, and here type javac. If we type a javac, now we will get a list of options. This says that we have set the path correctly, and the previously we got an error saying like it is not a recognizable command. Now we will get a list of options. Why? Because we have set the path correctly. So this is the way how to set the path. Now the 3 steps were completed. First we have downloaded, we have installed, and we have set the path properly. The next step is we have to run our sample programs. Before running, what we have to do? We have to write our program. So to write a sample program, we need editors like a notepad or wordpad. So take a notepad, open the notepad and write the below code. Whatever I'm showing on the screen, just write what as it is. So I'll explain you in the next sessions about all these words, why we are using everything. So here class, a class name we have to give. Any name you can give here. So here I have chosen the first program as my class name. Here whatever I have underlined with the red marks should be in a capital case. Java is a case sensitive. Case sensitive means capital letters are different and small letters are different in a Java. So here class name, public, static, void main, string, args. In the string, S is a capital letter, system dot out dot println. S is a capital letter here. And whatever the code we have written in the inverted commas will be printed on the console. System dot out dot println statement is nothing but a printf statement in a C language. The same here. So after typing this program in a notepad, save this program with the class name. Whatever you have given here in the class name should be a file name. The same with the case also. If you are giving here a capital F means in the file name also you have to give a capital F only. And save this file with .java extension. So our file name will be a first program.java. Whatever the class name here you have given, that should be a file name. So here our file name is first program.java. All the Java programs will end with a .java extension. So here .java. We have to save the file. So wherever you want, you can save the file. And I'm saving in a F drive samples folder. In the samples folder which is located in the F drive, I'm saving this first program.java. Now after saving this file, I have to compile this program and I have to run the program. To compile the program and to run the program, we have to go to a command prompt. So we have to go to the command prompt. Initially if you open the command prompt, it will be in a C drive. But I saved my program in F drive samples folder. So I have to go to F drive and samples folder. For this, I have a command F colon. Now the C drive will be changed into a F drive. Now from this F drive, I have to change the directory to a samples folder. So for that I have a command cd space samples. Now my directory was changed to F drive samples. There I have to compile our program. Have to compile the program using a command called javac. Javac space class name dot java. Javac space first program dot java. This is the way how we have to compile our program. So type this command and press enter. If you have any compile time errors, it will be displayed here. If it doesn't have any compile time errors, it doesn't show anything. So now my program was compiled successfully without any errors. The next step is to run the Java program. How to run the Java program? Using a command called Java. So Java space first program. Here we should not give any extensions. So to compile the program, we have to use a command javac space first program dot java. To run the program, we have to use a command java space first program. Here we should not give any extensions, just we have to write only a file name. After running this, the output will be displayed on this command prompt, on this console. This is my first program. This is the process how to run a sample program. So first, what are the steps till now we discussed? First, we have to download the latest version from the Oracle website. Next, we have to install the Java in our machine. And next, we have to set the environmental variable called path where our Java was installed. After that, we have to write a program in a notepad, then save that file with the class name and .java extension. After that, go to the command prompt and we have to compile our program and we have to run our program. So these are the steps we have seen. So now I'll show you that. So I went to the F drive and samples. So now I'm compiling my program with the command javac first program dot java. So I have compiled it successfully. Now I have to run my program. Java space first program. Now enter. So this is the output. This is my first program. This is the process how to install and how to run a sample programs using command prompt. Till now we have seen how to install and how to download the Java and how to run the programs using command prompt. Now in this session we will see how to run the programs using IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. So this IDE is a software application that makes a programmer life very easier. This IDE consists of all source code editor, compiler, interpreter, everything comes into a single application. So we'll see how to install this IDE and how to run the programs using IDE. In real time we use these IDEs only to run our programs. So we have many IDEs like NetBeans and Eclipse. In this video I am showing you how to download the Eclipse and how to work on with our programs using IDE. So go to this eclipse.org site and there you download the Eclipse IDE version. Download 64-bit. Next, click on the download button and choose the second one, Eclipse IDE for Enterprise Java Developers. Choose this option and click on the installer. Now this IDE will be installed in our machine in this folder C users admin Eclipse JW 2026 and it will uses the version our Java 14 version which we have downloaded before. Before installing the Eclipse we have to download the Java latest version. Our Eclipse is using this Java 14 version and now it will take some time to install in our machine. So after in the middle we will get a pop-up window to accept some agreement certificates. Just click on the accept selected. Click on this and accept selected button. After that, after this installation was finished, here is a button called launch. Click on the launch button. So if we click on the launch button, the Eclipse IDE will be opened in our machine. So this is the way. So while opening it will ask us the workspace. Workspace means where we have to store our programs. I want to store my all the programs in F drive samples. So like this you have to give your workspace where you want to store your files and click on the launch button. So when I launch, this IDE will be opened like this. This is a welcome page and you can close this welcome page. So now to run a sample program. So we have to click on the file, on the new and other. So when we click on this other, you have to select a Java project. Here we will find a Java project. So because we are running the Java programs, right? So we have to take this Java project. For this we have to go on to the file and there other, from there to the Java project. Click on this Java project. Now this window will be opened. What is the project name? So you have to give one project name for your programs. So I gave like Java sample programs, and this Eclipse is using our Java SE 14, Java Standard Edition 14. This was the latest edition. This was using, and this Eclipse is using this Java SE 14. By default it will take it. And next, click on the next and click on the finish button. And so click on the finish. Well, it will show us one pop-up asking us to create a module name. As of now we don't need this module, so just click on a don't create. We don't need this module as of now. So now it will ask us to open this in a Java perspective. Just click on the open perspective. Into the Java perspective, the screen will look like this. So this is the folder structure we have. Java sample programs is our project name. Under this, JRE system library is there. It consists of all the files which are required to run this programs, and SRC folder is there. We have to keep our class files, Java files, in this SRC folder. Now, so to create a class file, new class file, right click on the source and new class. So right click on the new and class file. So it will open like this. Here we have to give our class name. So our class name is first program, and here we have to select this public static void main. So click on the checkbox and click finish button. So by doing so, we will get a default code snippet and an IDEs. So this is the thing. So public class first program, and this code snippet will come automatically. No need to write again and again. So in this we have to write our code whatever we need. Here I am writing system.out.println. This is my sample program, and IDs are automatically compiled. Line by line it will compile. So no need to compile it again. So if we have any compile time errors, it will show automatically. So here I am not having any compile time errors, so I can run the program directly. How to run the program in IDEs? Here we have two ways. Directly I can click on this run button, or right click on the first program and click on the run as Java application. So we run the program, the output will come on a console window here itself. This is my sample program. This is the way how we have to do our sample program. So I will show you with an IDE. So this is my IDE. So this is my IDE. So go to the Java sample programs, our project name, and this is a SRC folder. Here we have a program, first program.java. I'll explain you how to create a file, class file, and how to run by taking another program. So just right click on the source folder, go to the new and go to the class file. In the same project we can write any number of class files. So name I am taking it as second. Always the class name should start with a capital letter. My class name is second program, and I am clicking on this public static void main button and click on the finish. Here my class file was generated. is the sample code. So here I am writing printf statement. Println, this is my second program. Can you tell me what is the output of the program? So whatever we have written in the inverted commas is the output. So this is my second program is the output. Suppose if I have any compile time errors, automatically it will be shown here. No need to compile it again. I already told you that IDE is an auto compiler. So this red marks indicates that we have an syntax error. So it was saying that syntax error, insert semicolon to complete the block statements. So like this it will show if we have any compile time errors. Now I didn't have any compile time errors. Now I can run the program directly by clicking on this run button, or right click on the second program, run as Java application. So click on the OK. So this is my second program. This is a console window. We have an IDE itself. This is the way how we have to run the programs. In real time we use IDEs only to do our projects. We won't use the command prompt. It makes a programmer life very. Hope you understand how to download and have to install the Java, and have to download and have to install the Eclipse, and have to run the sample programs using command prompt, as well as have to run the sample programs using IDE.